So I'm watching my cousin, Miss LaFay, we call each other cousin, and she's doing the jump rope challenge. And I don't have a jump rope, but I'm gonna do the daily 50. So let's go ahead and get started. And we're gonna start off with the modified push-ups. So we're gonna lean into this countertop right here. So make sure you guys can see that. Hopefully it doesn't fall down. And we're gonna lean forward and lean over like this. The more I go back, the more I'm gonna feel it as I'm coming forward, and I'm gonna squeeze the glutes and squeeze the abs. That's 2, and we're just gonna do 10. We're just gonna do 10. 3 and 4, and there's gonna be a dog barking in the background. 5, 6. All right, Miss LaFay is doing her jump rope. 8 and 9 and 10. And that's 10. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do our squats. And you can tap, like you can go get a chair and like tap it in, right? So 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, now I'm watching Gina on Anger Moments. 10. All right, let's go ahead and do our lunges. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I didn't cut that right.
Over there, outside.
All right, so 1, 2. I just clean my back to go back a little bit. That's a 2, 3. Coordination. I forgot 4, 5. Just in case I count it wrong, let's do 3 more over here. 1, oh wait, let's do this way. 1, 3, 2, 3. All right, what's gonna be next? All right, we're gonna do a 10-second plank instead of against the wall, we're gonna go ahead and do it here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the abs. 8, 9, and 10. All right. All right, instead of a wall sit today, we're gonna do leg taps, okay? So we're gonna go like this, and we're gonna do reverse ab crunches. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, and now in my next video, I'm gonna do a daily 50 using arm weights. So go ahead and hit your notification bell, come on in and join me, and let me know if you're doing this too. This morning at work during a break, I decided to go ahead and do some step-ups on the curb. Do some step-ups. So I'm going to include some pictures in here. So guess what? On Sunday morning, so Saturday we bought a car. And then on Sunday morning, we went out and ate at this place. I won't even say the name because it's not about the name, but we had a blue waffles, and it had bacon and eggs and avocado. And I had the salsa put on the side because I'm really sensitive to salsa, and it was fine. Oh, and then I had what we call an upgraded coffee. So it's like espresso with MCT oil, cinnamon, I don't know what kind of milk it was. I didn't even ask. And hemp seeds. Well, didn't eat all of the waffle, because it's really big. So probably had a quarter of a waffle. And I didn't even drink all the coffee. Probably like a third of the cup. And it was about like this. And I'll include a picture. And I wish I would have taken a picture of the food. I didn't take a picture of the food. And we left. And at the end of the street, there's a store. We wanted to buy some lottery scratchers. So I went in there, bought 2 lottery scratchers, and then proceeded to walk across the big intersection. And before I reached the other side, all of a sudden, both of my eyes started burning, like if I had touched chili and then touched my eyes. And I was like, oh, it like burned so bad. And I was like, man, did somebody get something get in my eye, And we went to the store that we were headed to, which was what they called the brown butter cookie store. And because my husband wanted to buy some cookies. And so I was in there like suffering. My eyes were watering. So I got some hand sanitizer and a napkin and cleaned my hands and then had the tissue to wipe my eyes. Then we went over to the beach, which I'm going to include that over here too as an overlay. And after we took our pictures, we started walking down along the beach. And all of a sudden I said, ow, like the tops of my shoulders feel like they're burning and they felt itchy. And then, ow, the back of my back feels like it's itching and burning. And so it's like, it felt like I was getting bit. So then I had my husband look and he saw some spots. And then I had 4 spots around the top and then 4 from the bottom. And then like by the time we got to the end of the street, I was feeling chest tightness. We got to the car, like going to the car, I was like, man, I've got like saliva, kind of like getting that choky feeling when you get saliva and it starts building up. And then I was sneezing and the burning in my eyes kind of was like subsiding, but it was like weird. It was like traveling throughout my body. And I couldn't just, figure out like, did I get a spider bite? Like, is there something in my clothes right now? That is biting me. And so I went to the bathroom nearby and took off my clothes and like looked around, shook them out, didn't see anything. And then kind of felt funny a little bit too for a little bit. And then plus I have anxiety, so I get myself really overly stressed. And so I thought the chest tightness might be stress, worrying about it. But yeah, and then I started feeling like a little bit behind my quads. So the hamstrings. And so then started texting my daughter, and her friend that's a doctor told us, like, I think you better like go get some Benadryl and then head to the ER. And so they got me to an ER just in case it was a heart-related issue because I was having the chest tightness. We went to a Dignity in the town nearby, and obviously, whenever you tell them you have chest pain, they like get you right in. But anyway, we got the Benadryl. By the time I got there, I was already starting to feel a little bit better. And I think the Benadryl, 20-minute drive about. And so the Benadryl was starting to kick in. And they checked EKG, heart, they said looked perfect. And, I told them what had happened. And so they said, the only thing that seemed like it was plausible is that you had some kind of a food allergy. And they didn't have to give me the EpiPen because I wasn't having trouble breathing at that point. And it could cause like a lot of other side effects like super anxiety and adrenaline rush and more chest pain. And I didn't need all that, right? So the Benadryl was working. And then they gave me a couple of 3 pills of prednisone. And then told me to, they wanted to have me wait there for like 40 minutes, make sure nothing else was going to progress or happen. And so then I was cleared to leave and got the prescription for 5 more days of prednisone. I actually forgot to go take my prescription. So I don't know. This is Thursday. This happened Sunday. So I had prednisone on Sunday and I haven't had prednisone for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And I just now remember to take the prednisone because I got it yesterday. I don't know if that's going to mess me up. I don't know if anybody knows about that. But anyway, I decided to go ahead and take it because it says for 5 days. And I've been taking Benadryl at night because it said take allergy medicine for 5 days. And the next day, I was eating the breakfast sandwich that my husband always makes. He makes an egg, and then I put bacon, and I put it in a sola bread toast. And all of a sudden, I don't know if it's because I was typing an email to the restaurant to get the ingredients of their food so I could give it to an allergist, and I've got to search for an allergist. But as I was typing that, I started feeling, not chest pain, I started feeling funny again. But I was eating this egg sandwich, so now I'm starting to wonder, I now I'm afraid to eat egg. Like all of a sudden, did I develop an allergy to eggs? And I remember getting tested before for food sensitivities, and eggs were like, you're sensitive to them, but I didn't have to avoid them. But isn't it crazy? Like you can, develop these things at any time in your life or later in life. So more to come, but I do have to go see an allergist, and I need to schedule that. So Monday I go see my primary because we're going to do a pre-op appointment, and I have to get my EKG done and get my blood work. So she's going to give me the labs to go get my blood work done. So I get to let her know what happened. I was supposed to see her tomorrow, but it got changed. So I just thought I would tell you about some events. And the other thing I thought of was, am I stressed because I just bought a car? Am I allergic to the car, like to the new stuff? And then I met a student this week, an adult student in my evening job, who said that her son was having extreme allergic reaction and anaphylactic shock and needed an EpiPen, was losing, his lips were turning purple, and nothing ever showed up. And once she was home, because she was gone on a trip, once she was home and he like slept near her and stuff, all the symptoms went away. And they said his anaphylactic shock was related to stress. I mean, I was pretty stressed thinking about buying a car because it's been a long time. I mean, my car is a 2013. We paid it off in 2020. And so, it's a lot of financial stuff to think about. So it's interesting. So we'll see. I don't know. Like, did the stress, trigger it? Really curious. What do you guys think? Tell me what you think. Have you ever heard of that before? All right. Thank you guys for being here. Please enjoy all the extras that I added on to the video.